Hi, welcome to my channel. So let's start. In this video I cannot use any related picture or image because of copyright. Introduction. A Tourist's Guide to Love starts with Amanda Riley working at her desk job in Los Angeles, America, where she works as an executive for a tours and travels company, Tourista World Travel. Amanda would love to travel but has to give up because she has been dating a forensic accountant, John, for the last 5 years. Her boss, Mona, tells Amanda that their company was going to acquire a tourist agency, Saigon Silver Star, in Vietnam. She adds that Tourista was going to send their agent there for an inspection of the company. Mona wanted Amanda to go but knows that there are special things waiting for her. She explains that John had asked for her to be back home early. The proposal breakup. Mona hints that John was going to propose to Amanda, which is why she should be getting a manicure before heading back home for dinner. After getting her nails done in the same color that she usually does, Amanda is excited to see that John had prepared a special meal for them. She cuts John's awkwardly long explanation short and says, yes, to his proposal. John clarifies that he wasn't proposing but was asking Amanda to go on a hiatus, a temporary breakup, because he had gotten a job in Ohio. Amanda is heartbroken that John wanted to end their 5-year-long relationship over a job but agrees to the breakup. The trip to Vietnam. Now that Amanda has not had much going on in her personal life post her breakup, Mona suggests that she should go on a trip to Vietnam to get her mind off things. She also adds that Amanda could be undercover and see how the agency that Tourista was going to acquire ran its business in Vietnam. Amanda agrees to take the work trip and boards her flight to Vietnam. Amanda meets hot tour guide, Sin. Once in Vietnam, Amanda runs into Sin, making it an awkward first meeting, with Amanda trying her best to speak in Vietnamese, not knowing that Sin is well versed in English himself. Sin explains that he was born in Vietnam but raised in the US. He states that he works as a tour guide for his uncle's agency and he loves traveling. At the airport, Amanda learns that her luggage had been misplaced. Sin has relevant connections at the airport and promises to get Amanda her luggage soon. Amanda meets Sin's cousin An, who is the agency's official driver. She is taken to the hotel where she meets the other guests on the trip. The guests are a lesbian couple, Sam and Dom, along with their daughter Robin, who is on a family vacation. There is an elderly couple, Brian and Maya, who are on their honeymoon. A teen boy named Alex, the same age as Robin, is also on the trip. Alex has taken the trip on behalf of his grandfather and the old man's friends who cannot do so themselves. He live streams the entirety of the trip on Facebook for them to watch, taking notes for work while falling in love. After a good first introductory evening dinner, Amanda gets her luggage back thanks to Sin, who knew a guy that knew another guy. The group takes a tour around the Vietnamese market. From the get-go, Sin and Amanda discover how they are both very different from each other. Amanda has her eyes set on a scarf that is overpriced. Sin teaches her how to bargain, but the shopkeeper won't give in and Amanda has to let go of it. Amanda is amused to see the difference in her way of life in comparison to Sin's. She takes notes about the changes she would make to the way Sin runs the tour and talks to her boss about how charming Sin was. Mona asks Amanda to check out the many popular tourist sites in Vietnam. Amanda pushes Sin to take the group on a trip to all of the popular tourist sites on her list. Meanwhile, the tourists get custom traditional outfits stitched. Sin convinces Amanda to try to bend rules and picks a fabric for her outfit in a color she would never be caught dead wearing. Amanda enjoys Sin's confidence and gets an outfit stitched for her to wear at a later time. Amanda does it Sin's way. The next day, An tells Sin that the tickets to see the Golden Bridge in Vietnam were on a long wait due to the number of tourists that were lined up to visit it. Sin changes the plans and takes the group to an undiscovered but serene tourist spot. Amanda is initially annoyed by the change of plans but changes her mind when she sees the My Sun Sanctuary, a cluster of Hindu temples in Vietnam. She enjoys the calm the place brings and tells Sin that she would like to experience the rest of the trip in his impromptu style. Sin takes the group to a village called Thon Chong, his and An's hometown, where his grandmother, Ba Noi, lived. Sin claims that all the villagers are his family members and allocates every guest to each of the different families there. Ba Noi meets Amanda. Ba Noi asks Amanda to stay with her, sensing that Sin had feelings for her. Amanda is scared of Ba Noi because of her tough exterior. Sin states that the group would spend the next 2 days in the village because of the auspicious Tet festival. Amanda is shocked at how much she is enjoying her carefree self. She ends up forgetting to report to Mona, who is getting restless about closing the deal with Saigon Silver Star. Amanda asks for some more time because she wants to first tell Sin who she really is. Ba Noi uses On's help to ask Amanda about her feelings for Sin. Amanda clarifies that she was only good friends with Sin, but the old woman won't buy the answer. On tells Amanda that this tour was Saigon Silver Star's last tour because her father was selling the agency to an American company. Amanda feels guilty to have kept the truth from her but waits until she can tell Sin about it. Amanda and Sin bond over the preparation for the festival, where she experiences different aspects of Vietnamese culture for the first time. Tet celebrations. On the occasion of Tet, the group dresses up in their custom-made outfits. Amanda dresses up in a blue Vietnamese áo dai and Sin is proud of the choice he made for her. Together, the entire group has a meal with Sin's family. The sings and dances while Sin convinces Amanda to share a dance with him. On a walk after dinner, Amanda thanks Sin for introducing her to the vibrant culture of the country. She is about to tell him about the deal between Saigon Silver Star and Tourista World Travels, but Sin changes the direction of the conversation by asking to kiss Amanda. They kiss under the setting sun before the group heads back to the hotel to continue the rest of their trip. John's surprise visit. Back at the hotel, Amanda is surprised to see John, her ex-boyfriend, on the trip. John tells Amanda how much he missed her while she was away and asks to get back together. He tells her that the thing in Ohio was temporary and that they should get married. Amanda asks John to give her some time to think things over. That evening, On tells Sin that the travel agency had been sold to an American company. Sin is betrayed and shocked when John mentions that Amanda worked for the American company. Sin tells Amanda how hurt he was because she chose to hide the truth from him for so long. The rest of the trip goes in a rut with Amanda being stuck between John and Sin. Amanda picks her best match. After John's incessant requests to get back together, Amanda tells him that she no longer had feelings for him. She claims that John could have asked her to move to Ohio with him instead of asking to break up their 5-year-long relationship. John is mature about the conversation and backs off. Amanda learns from On that Sin had left behind the scarf that she had wanted. On tells her that Sin was on his way to go on one of his impromptu adventures to see his father. While the rest of the group leaves to go to the airport to head back to their respective homes, Amanda asks On to take her to the place where Sin was waiting for his bus. Despite being on the opposite end of the town, On manages to drop Amanda off where she meets Sin. She apologizes for the misunderstanding and thanks Sin for teaching her a new way to live life. Amanda promises Sin that her company will let him run his business and that Tourista will just be their partner. Amanda wished for a happy life and mentions that she knew a guy who could make that happen for her as the movie comes to an end.